Welcome back to week 2. So in this second video, I'm just going to touch on your first virtual assignment. And I know a lot of you will be worried about that. So for your first virtual assignment, let's go ahead and look down here at the bottom. So I have instructions. Always I'm going to have, your assignments for each week will be below a bar. And they'll be color-coded, so you can sort of stay organized. So for this virtual assignment, it'll have a discussion board. So you've got a series of instructions. Your first instruction tells you to listen to the linked podcast episode. This assignment is on finding a topic and using Coastal's library. So you're going to listen to this 18-minute podcast prior to doing your virtual assignment. This podcast is called Write Like You Mean It. The episode you will listen to is Season 6, Academic Writing, Episode 1, Introducing the Academic Habits of Mind. So this gets you thinking about writing academically and what that means. So if you have trouble accessing it through this link, you can go directly using your phone by typing in Write Like You Mean It and look for this cover. So listen to the linked podcast episode. Watch the videos for the week 2 videos 1 and 2. We're on video 2 right now. When you're done, you're going to answer the following questions. What do you think the podcaster, Mr. Fraley, means by approaching an academic discipline through reading extensively, expansively, and openly? You will answer that question. What do you think is meant by approaching writing in the disciplines is entering into a conversation? Next, what is your major and what do you hope to do with that major? Then you're going to go to the Opposing Viewpoints database. You're going to locate an article by typing in your major, so something like psychology or nursing, and one other word. This word is going to be something you get from doing your Google search. I talked about that in the last video. I'll touch on it again in a moment. Then you're going to find that article. You will copy and paste the APA citation and give a brief description of the article, so you'll need to skim it through. Then your final step in this virtual assignment is to find someone in the class and introduce yourself. Ask that person something specific that they posted about themselves or that they posted about the podcast. So I told you this is a fairly long virtual assignment, but it's really your main assignment for the week. And it is due Tuesday, February 7th. Alright, let's go up here to using Coastal's library. Your podcast asks you to use Opposing Viewpoints. So let's show you how to get there. Alright, so I have a link here to the homepage of the library. That will take you here. To find your Opposing Viewpoints database, you're going to click right here, Databases A to Z. You're going to go to O. So you've got all these databases, they're alphabetical. O for Opposing Viewpoints. There we are. In this search bar, you're going to type in your major, and I'm going to put in nursing. And then you're going to put and in all caps, and you will pick your controversial issue that you found when you did your Google search. So let's just pretend that I decided I wanted to write about end-of-life care or hospice. So we're going to type in hospice. And then we're going to see what comes up. So what's going to come up is all kinds of results. Here we have 17 academic journals 8 magazines. Later we'll talk about the difference between the two. Right now, I'm just looking for you to find a source. A viewpoint, a couple of reference articles. These would be like encyclopedia articles. So let's start with academic journals. And let's just pick one. Let's pick this first article. Since it's first, it's easiest. Just makes it easy for us. It's called Nurses' Knowledge, Attitudes, and Willingness to Practice Hospice Care, an Analysis of Influencing Factors. That looks good. So we're going to click on that. Now, remember I said you need to do a citation. You're going to look up here, these little quotation marks. You might have learned this in 111. I know my students did. So you're going to click on this. Now remember, we're using APA. So you're going to go here and switch that to APA and copy this into our discussion board post. The second thing you want to do is skim through this article. You might read the conclusion. You might scroll all the way down to the very bottom and look at the discussion section, the conclusion at the bottom. Give me a general idea of what this article is about. All right? So that is how to do your opposing viewpoints database portion of the assignment. All right? So that's this bullet right here. Go to opposing viewpoints. Remember, I have this linked here. You definitely want to go and give yourself enough time to do this virtual attendance assignment. The last thing that you need to do this week is to come here to this link, click on it. This is going to take you to the Appalachian State Writing Across the Curriculum website. I want you to find your guidelines for writing about your major. So if we were nursing, let's stick with nursing. We'll scroll on down to nursing, and we're going to click on that document. This document you're going to use all semester long, so I want you to download this and save it and be reading through it. It tells you all about what people who study nursing, people who are nurses, why they write and how they write. So you're going to download this by, let me expand this. Oops. You're going to download this by coming here up to File, and you're going to download, and you can pick what type of document you want. Alright, so keep that handy on your computer. Alright, well, if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to contact me.